Track and field championships face a hurdle as they head to Clovis this weekend. President Trump is threatening to cut federal funding to California over transgender athletes' participation. Thanks for joining us tonight for Action News Live at 6. Good evening, I'm Margot Kim.
And I'm Warren Armstrong. We're live tonight on ABC 30, Hulu Live, and wherever you stream. Action News reporter Kate Nemrich joins us now from the live desk with changes announced after the president's statement. Kate?
Yeah, shortly after the president posted that funding thread to Truth Social, the CIF announced changes to who would be allowed to compete in this weekend's events, calling it a pilot program. The track and stands at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Clovis sat empty Tuesday afternoon, offering no hint of the controversy brewing ahead of the California Interscholastic Federation Track and Field Championships it's set to host this weekend. At the center of it all, AB Hernandez, a transgender athlete from Southern California who recently won titles in the triple and long jump in the CIF Southern Section. Her participation sparked outrage from President Donald Trump, who posted on Truth Social Tuesday morning, calling it not fair and totally demeaning to women and girls. He threatened to withhold large-scale federal funding from California, possibly permanently, unless the state complies with his February executive order banning trans athletes from female sports. Within hours, the CIF announced a new pilot entry process for this weekend's meet that would allow more cisgendered athletes to compete. It's unclear if this change only applies to events where a trans athlete qualified for the final or all events across the board. Governor Gavin Newsom previously called trans athletes in female sports completely unfair. When I asked his office about the CIF's announcement, they said the decision was made prior to the president's post, although it was not announced until several hours after. They call the pilot a reasonable and respectful way to navigate a complex issue. The Fresno EOC's LGBTQ+ Resource Center says inclusion in sports is about more than competition. It's about the health of all kids.
Being a part of a sports team is about physical health. It's about being out there and making community and making friends, as well as competition.
2 weeks ago, athletes who compete at similar events protested Hernandez's involvement.
We want to show respect and fairness to all people. However, allowing biological men to compete against biological girls creates an unfair playing field.
In case of protests this weekend, the CIF says it's working with Clovis Unified to ensure appropriate security. California law enacted before Newsom took office requires schools to allow trans athletes to compete on teams that align with their gender identity. The president said he would be speaking to the governor today, but it's unclear if that has happened. At the live desk, Kate Nemrich, ABC 30 Action News.